All right, so we're going to go through a concept builder of adding value to acceleration and a couple of ones that people have been having trouble with. So we start with a leftward moving car and we look at the picture and we try to find where the time is zero. And that's going to tell you where it started with. So it starts at zero time and then 2 seconds later, its speed has gone from 20 to 4. And we want to find the magnitude and the direction of the acceleration. So this is correctly written that the direction is right. So if it's moving left, how can it be accelerating right? That happens when it's slowing down. So if I start at 20 and I slow down to 4, that means my acceleration, the idea of slowing down, means that the direction of the acceleration is opposite the way that we're moving. So this is correctly done. And now we just need to figure out the magnitude, which is the size or the number value. So our formula is going to be the change in velocity over the time interval. So this is kind of fancy and maybe a little bit overkill, but this is telling you where did you finish the final minus where did you start the initial, and the same thing for the time interval. So I'm showing you the whole steps here. So my finishing speed was 4 and my starting speed was 20. And then my time interval is 2 minus 0. And a lot of times we start at 0, so this is a little bit of an overkill. But notice I put the units. So my change in velocity is meters over seconds, and then my time is seconds. So plugging that all in, so 4 minus 20 is going to give you this negative sign, and I'll talk about that in a second. 16 divided by 2, and I get negative 8 meters per second per second. So what does that negative sign mean? First of all, if you're asked for magnitude, they just want the number part. In physics, this sign right here, the negative plus or minus, just means the opposite way. So we want to make sure that we're kind of getting rid of or not really looking at it. It's just a reinforcement of, okay, it's accelerating in the opposite direction. So the correct answer, if I type this into the concept builder, would be 8 for the magnitude, and the direction would be right. So here I'm going to give 2 more problems, and the idea is once you see the problem, to pause the video, try it on your own, and then the next slide will have the answer. So we're going to do 2 of those. So here we go. We have another car that is moving to the left. Check out what it's doing. Pause the video right now. And we're back. So magnitude is 3 meters per second, and the direction is to the right. Again, if I look at my change in velocity, I go from 16 to 4. So my change is 12, and then my time was 4. So 12 divided by 4 is 3. And it's slowing down, so I'm going in the opposite direction. Here's one more. Pause it. Okay, and we're back. So hopefully you got a magnitude of 8 meters per second, and the direction is to left. Again, I picked one that was slowing, and it doesn't matter which 2 pair you pick to figure out the acceleration, because this is constant acceleration. You could pick any combination of these and get the same answer. For me, I picked the easiest one. I took the time interval from 0 to 1 so that my time interval was 1 second, and then I just had to subtract 16 minus 24, and that's where I got the 8 divided by 1. But honestly, try it. Try any 2 and you'll get the same answer. All right, hope this helps.